Distinguished guests, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Great pleasure to be here with you this morning. And to those visiting us for the 12th Asia-Pacific Program for Senior Military Officers, or APSMO, a warm welcome to Singapore. The global financial crisis 2 years ago has accelerated the shift in global economic weight towards Asia. And this will concomitantly result in shifts in the strategic situation in the region. The rising Asian powers will have new and expanded interests, such as access to energy, trade routes, and markets, and will seek to safeguard them. In some instances, this will lead them to seek cooperation with others who share the same interests. But there's also the potential for increased competition and friction with each other and the more established powers. This heightens the risks of misunderstanding and miscalculation as states adjust to these new realities. Apart from traditional security challenges, regional peace and prosperity also remains vulnerable to many new types of transboundary threats. The same global interconnections that promote economic growth and the movement of people also facilitate the rapid spread of these non-traditional security threats into and within the region. Asia-Pacific countries also continue to be affected by piracy, natural disasters such as typhoons and earthquakes, new infectious diseases, and the persistent threat of transnational terrorism. This year's APSMO therefore takes place against a backdrop of new security challenges with recent reminders that we cannot take regional stability for granted. The past year has seen both ups and downs for regional stability in the Asia-Pacific. On the upside, bilateral relations between a number of the key countries remain stable. The US and Japan have reached agreement on the way forward over the basing issue in Okinawa. In Northeast Asia, trilateral relations between China, Japan, and the Republic of Korea also remain positive, with a successful hosting of the third trilateral summit in May this year. On the downside, however, the rising tension on the Korean peninsula brought about by the sinking of the Republic of Korea ship Shonan in March is a reminder of how irresponsible acts of provocation could destabilize the entire region. The security situation there remains of serious concern, in particular since there's also the potential of proliferation of nuclear weapons. The recent differences in the US-China relationship also bear watching. This is a complex relationship that contains elements of cooperation and competition. The bilateral defense relationship between the two countries appears to be strained, with the suspension of high-level defense visits. However, the high-level bilateral strategic dialogue, co-chaired by their foreign affairs and economic ministers, continues, as well as some professional military exchanges. Neither side wants their differences to escalate to the point of conflict, and both sides appear to see the need to engage each other constructively and to manage their disagreements in peaceful ways.